morning, guys. Welcome back to Embers and Ash. As you have seen, Rook and I are having breakfast together this morning. This has been something that we've, kind of pretty much been doing consistently over the last week. It's been really nice doing meals together because, for one, it gets me to sit down and have breakfast, and two, obviously, Rook needs to eat. Just sometimes I'll push it off and then we won't give him breakfast until after the first nap of the day. Anyways, but he's having broccoli this morning. Leftovers are key for breakfast. It's just so easy. And broccoli is so messy. Like, not wet messy, just there's so many little pieces to pick up. It's a little annoying, but that's mom life. And I'm obviously having my bagel. It's looking like it's going to be a really nice day today, which I'm very thankful for. But also, it's predicted to snow tomorrow, which is interesting. Where I live, we get like first winter in like November, December, and then often we'll get a warm spell or just a sunny break in, I don't know, January. And so it's almost like you're getting that taste of spring. And then we get second winter and it just blizzards for like a couple weeks. So I'm expecting that second winter to be coming up soon in typically February, but I guess we're almost in February now. So that'll be fun. I love the snow. Rook is not really loving the broccoli. He hasn't really hated any food that we've given him, but he's not super interested in broccoli, which I get. Like, it's not that tasty, but he had steamed asparagus and liked that, and I don't think steamed asparagus is very good. He's been doing this thing where he'll like eat but then keep the food in his mouth and not swallow it, and so he won't keep eating because his mouth is full. Anyone else deal with that? What do? Do you just leave it and just they'll figure it out? We've been doing this really fun thing where Josh and I will like chew at him. Does that make sense? Like, we'll chew really exaggerated so that he kind of gets with the program that that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna finish my breakfast and then I think it's time for Rook to take a nap once he's done. So Rook is over 6 months now, and I didn't realize how big of a milestone that is. Like, he's starting to eat now. He's starting to really like babble. Like, it sounds more like he's talking rather than just making noises. And he started crawling, which I didn't expect. He's not doing like proper crawling, but he's doing like the inchworm, I guess you would call it. You'll probably see it later. And so I need to baby-proof the house, which I just wasn't expecting to be doing this at this point, but that's fine. And when I say baby proofing, like, I don't want to have to put like pool noodles around sharp edges, you know? I just want to try and make this house a safe space for Rook to move around. I just want to like rearrange things to avoid hazards, I guess. So one thing is, like, I took the guitar out of this room just because he could knock it over. Anyways, so one thing that he's been doing is crawling to the couch here and pulling these clothes out, which isn't a big deal. This is just all stuff that he's grown out of that I need to put away. So that's something I'm gonna do right now. And I also need to go through his dresser and reorganize it, take out stuff that doesn't fit him, that whole spiel. So I feel like what better time than now when I'm already under here getting all this stuff. Just to show the little differences we made in here, it's really nothing drastic. The guitar that was right there isn't anymore. This is just a pile of stuff that Josh decluttered from his closet. So proud of him. And he still has a bit of sorting to do, so that's why that's there. But Rook can't get into it. He just kind of touches the box, so that's fine. I have my computer over there, and normally I don't leave it there, so it's okay. And nothing under the couch for him to grab. The stuff in here, so he can't reach that top shelf, and everything on the bottom shelf is pushed to the back, so again, he can't touch it. And he's never really explored this corner yet, so we'll address that when we get there. Like I said, he's just at the beginning of crawling, so he can't like pull himself up onto anything or even move that quickly that like I'm surprised where he ends up, you know? So I've just made the little changes. I know eventually I'm gonna have to figure out like with the bookshelf, am I gonna block off that corner, or am I gonna just monitor him and make sure he doesn't go in the corner? And if he does, I'll like tell him that we don't play there. I still don't know what to do about my houseplants. So many people say for baby proofing to just keep everything at kid height safe and put all of your non-kid friendly things higher up. That doesn't work when you live in a small house when everything is low. Like the best way to decorate a small house is to have everything low so it doesn't feel like everything's cluttered and closed in. So like we don't have any tall bookshelves, our entertainment unit is low, even the wall where the TV is has a huge slant in the wall, so I can't even put things high up. So it's just not practical advice, you know? So I'm gonna have to just see how things go. I don't want him to get into my plants, so I might have to get rid of my plants. I don't know what kind of stance I'm gonna take. Like, ideally, he would start to explore certain areas and I will tell him that those areas aren't for exploring and he will get with the program. But every kid's different, and I feel like that doesn't just universally work. And I also do want to create some safe spaces for him to play, right? Like some kitchen cabinets he can get into and play with Tupperware or whatever. I don't want everything to be a no zone. I don't know, I'm still figuring it out. I'll let you know if I come to a conclusion on this, because baby proofing's tricky. I don't want to go over the top, but I don't want to have my house completely different to accommodate for a crawling child, you know? Like there has to be a happy medium somewhere. Hey buddy, did you have a good nap? How was your sleep, dude? Yeah. That was a good long one, hey? So proud of you. Okay, it's been a little while. Rook took a wonderful nap and now we're playing on the floor. I stopped vlogging for a second just because I was making a reel for Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you feel like it, whatever. And they take a long time to make, surprisingly. Mostly because I don't know what I'm doing and I keep screwing them up. But anyways, we're back and I'm going to work on his dresser. Oh my gosh, your little foot is so cute. Just stuck up in the air. What am I doing? I'm gonna clean out his dresser and get it organized. Okay, let's get to it, buddy. Okay, so I'm all done organizing this stuff. A little pro tip if you are planning for a baby, that's a weird way of saying it. If you're having a baby, I would only get clothes from newborn to 3 months, because at 3 months you can kind of figure out what size your kid is, and then if your kid is like mine, super long, he's been wearing a lot of 6 to 12 month clothes since he was 3 months old, and we would just roll the sleeves and the legs up. Besides like onesies or sleepers, which are one piece, any two piece outfit I found we could size up, and he's been wearing a lot of these items for a long time. Like these Jackson Lennon pants, these are 6 to 12 months and he's been wearing them since 3 months. You just roll up the bottom. So if you want to use that hack, go ahead. Things that I've done is I've taken the swaddle blankets out. Obviously he hasn't been swaddled for a while, but I was using this to catch my letdown in the morning or for spit up. He doesn't spit up as much anymore, and if he does, I'll use something else. And I don't use this to catch my letdown in the morning because I'm actually using the Haka for it. I wasn't using the Haka for a long time because we weren't storing breast milk, but now that we are teaching him how to drink out of an open cup, I will use the Haka first thing in the morning and use that milk for open cup drinking. And then for the bins, I have one for shirts, one for sleepers, one for sweaters, and this one is for pants and overalls, which they just take up a lot more room, so that's why they're in a bigger one. So I'm just gonna put these back in the drawer, and then those things will go under the couch. Man, I live for days when the sun is in my house. I still go for walks despite the lockdown and everything, and it's really nice going for walks on sunny days, but it's also really nice being in my home on sunny days just because I like associating my house with happiness, not just gray darkness, you know? So anyways, I need to make myself a little bit of lunch, and I think I'm gonna put Rook on the ground and yeah, that's you. And try and get some clips of him crawling. We'll see if he does it. Okay, scratch that. Well, okay, he is gonna go down and crawl, but I thought I would change his diaper beforehand, and he had a blowout. That's why I don't have my flannel on, because I didn't want to get poop on it, and poop was everywhere. But it was good because he didn't poop yesterday, and so I was a little worried about constipation, which is normal when you're starting solids. He's been doing solids for a week now, I think. At least consistently, like twice a day we've been doing solids. So poop was everywhere, and this was the first time that his poop actually smelled like human adult poop, which is really sad because it smells so bad. And like newborn, like they say newborn poop, but until they start eating solids, their poo smells fine. It's not a big deal. It's just from breast milk or formula. And now that smelled pretty janky, pretty rough. I'm nervous to tell Josh because he's not gonna be happy about it, because he hates poo more than the average person. I feel like I'm talking too much about poop at this point. Anyways, he's in a new outfit. This is the first time he's wearing this 6 to 12 month t-shirt, and it's huge on him, so maybe we won't keep it on for the whole day, but I wasn't gonna take it off and put him in something else. Whatever. Do you want to try and crawl? Do you want to go on the ground? Yeah? My little poop monster? You okay, buddy? Are you sad? Are you okay? Yeah. I'm so off track today. I didn't even realize that it's his nap time. It's not even time to crawl, it's time to nap, dude. Yeah. Is that why you seem a little on edge? A little bit like you're about to have a breakdown? Okay, so Rook is down for his nap, and I have lunch in the oven. Honestly, I wasn't gonna show what I'm having for lunch because I think I just subconsciously, and a lot of people do this, like accidentally try and put out my best self online, which, like, it's not like I want to be putting my worst self out, but at the same time, I have cried in a video. Anyways, I wasn't gonna show what I was having for lunch because I'm a little embarrassed by it. I'm having French fries again. And I know in last week's vlog, I had French fries, but like, whatever, like this is just my life. I try and eat healthy. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's not like I've been having them every day. It just so happens that the days that I'm vlogging, I want French fries. And also a lot of days I have like leftovers in the fridge I can have for lunch, but not today. Anyways, the fries are in the oven is what I'm trying to say. And what I'm also trying to say is authenticity. So while I wait for those to cook, I wanted to talk to you guys about how I have been managing life alone. Obviously I have Josh and Rook, but quarantine. I've gotten in the groove of things, but at the same time, let me know if you're like this as well, but I struggle when I have a day wide open, which I know is a real privilege. A lot of people don't get that luxury, but when I have a day wide open, and most of my days are wide open, I'm more likely to get nothing done than to accomplish my goals because there's no schedule, there's no pressure, there's no stress to finish. Like a little bit of stress is good, you know? So I just often let most of the day go without doing the things that I need to do. And I'm sick of doing that. So I've been trying to like schedule myself a little bit, like nothing strict because, you know, I have a baby, like the day is up in the air, but he does have a little bit of a schedule. And I just set goals like by 12 o'clock, I want to get these 3 things done. Or during his second nap, I'm showering. So just little things like that have really helped me get in the groove of getting things done, because I know if I get stuff done by noon, I will feel way better about myself than if I waste away the beginning of the day and like rush to get things done before Josh gets home, just because I like to not work when Josh is home, you know? Yeah, so if you're in the same boat, try making a loose schedule for yourself. It's helped me. I also wanted to show you something cool. So over the past couple weeks, Josh and I have been wanting to work on the entertainment unit, but we haven't because Josh has had a little side project going. Yeah, I'm gonna share it with you. Okay, so this is Josh's closet, which I don't ever really show because what's the point? But he made he calls it a keezer, or they call it a keezer. I don't really know, but I hope he's okay with me sharing this. He turned a mini freezer into a beer dispenser. Isn't that crazy? So he has this one set up for beer. I can't open it because it's tucked in, but trust me when I say beer dispenses out of that. He makes his own beer, if I haven't said that before, and he has a couple kegs in there and a CO2 tank. So he makes the beer himself, carbonates it himself, and dispenses it at the exact right temperature because it's in a regulated freezer. Isn't that just like the coolest thing? When he said he wanted to make it, I was like, where are we gonna put it? And he's like, I'll put it in my closet. So I'm like, okay, fine, like that's a great spot. And I also just like wasn't super excited, like I thought it was cool, but whatever. And now that it's in the house, it's so amazing when like you just want a quarter glass of beer to just go in his closet and dispense it yourself. Guys, if you're into beer and you have time on your hands, I would strongly suggest it because it's so freaking cool. Isn't a huge fan of sitting on his own, just like a disinterest, but he will do it holding on to my hand. Isn't that right, dude? Isn't that right? Yeah. Filled with tears, I joyfully cried. Warmer than the summer sun, true as forests grow. Something as the river runs, Mama loves you so. Good job, buddy. Did you find the books? Did you find the books? Are you frustrated because you can't really eat them super well? What do you want right now, buddy? Do you have teeth coming in? Oh my gosh! He has a top tooth. Oh my goodness. Let me see your mouth, dude. Wow. Getting teeth is the only milestone that makes me emotional. Like, he already has two, and so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it still feels like, oh my gosh, he's getting so big. I think I mentioned before that when his first tooth came in, I cried because it was at 4 months and I just wasn't expecting it. I was expecting more teeth, and I'm still like just in awe of him growing. Okay, so this day has taken a bit of a turn, and that's just what motherhood is. And not even like, it's not taking a turn for the worse. Like, I'm still in a good mood and everything, but you know, babies are unpredictable, and now he's getting quite upset because of his teeth. I actually was checking his mouth out, and he has one tooth that started to poke through, and the other one is like on its way. So he's been a little bit grumpy, which is really too bad because he just got out of a leap. So he's been really happy and now he's a sad boy again. But that's just like the roller coaster of motherhood. They have good days, they have bad days, but it's fine. Like, I'm still having a great time even though he's not. Just means he needs some extra cuddles, which I don't mind at all. Rook, you look ridiculous. Unfortunately, I'm gonna end the vlog off early again. The teething is really getting to Rook. He's quite upset. I read online that you can give your baby cucumber, which is what this is, to help soothe teeth, obviously once they're of age for baby-led weaning, because it's nice and cool and helps the soreness. And he was literally screaming his head off until I gave him this. So a little hack for you. Anyways, I'm gonna get going and I'm gonna hang out with this guy for the rest of the evening. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.